All right, TK, let's go ahead and jump into some handwriting and phonics. So let's begin by looking at our objective. Objective is what we are going to learn. I can sort words that do or do not begin with U. So we're looking at beginning sounds today for letter U. Remember, letter U sounds like So we're going to be looking for that sound, the sound at the beginning of our words. Remember, here's our sound hound, not hound dog, sound hound. Our sound hound, and we're thinking about the beginning of the word, and we're looking for that sound. Now we're going to be sorting, so remember to sort, we're going to be saying, yes, it does begin with U, or no, it does not begin with U. So what are we going to need to use to help us with this objective? So for sorting, what do you think we're going to need to use? We're going to be using our hands so that we can cut and glue our words that begin with U or don't begin with U. And then we're going to be thinking about words that begin with, that do or do not begin with U. So in order to figure out if they begin with U or not, we're going to need to say the words and listen for that sound. So we're going to need our mouth and we're going to need our ears. Now we're thinking about letter U, so that means we also definitely need our brain. Okay, so let's go ahead and over to the screen. We're going to do the U song one more time and then we're going to get started. All right, TK, here comes the U song, so go ahead, stand up so we can do it all together. It's an ugly, smiley letter U, letter U, letter U. It's a smiley, smiley letter U. It's an U. Little U's got a smile and then a stick, then a stick, then a stick. Little U's got a smile and then a stick. It's an U. It's an letter U, letter U, letter U. It's an letter U. It's an U. Great job, you guys. Okay, we are going to begin working on our sorting of our U words. So what I need you guys to do is get out this page right here and go ahead and write your name at the top and then trace your U's. Then we're going to cut along that dotted line on the bottom and begin sorting our things that begin or do not begin with U. Now since I can't cut mine out, I'm going to be writing a U next to the pictures that I figure out has an sound at the beginning. And if it doesn't have the sound at the beginning, I'm going to put an X over it. So let's get started. Okay, we are going to begin with our fish. Does fish begin with the sound? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It begins with the F sound. So you can go ahead and cut out your fish and glue it onto the bottom row, the things that do not begin with U. And because it doesn't begin with U, I'm going to go ahead and write an X over it so that I know it doesn't begin with U. Now let's look at our next picture. This girl is upset. She's upset. Does upset begin with the U sound? Yes, it does. It does begin with the U sound. So I'm going to write an uppercase U on it because that shows me that it begins with U. And what you can do is cut it out and glue it to the top row. Let's do our next one. Door. Door. Does door begin with the U sound? No, it doesn't. What letter does door begin with? It begins with D. It begins with the D sound. So I'm going to write an X over it because it does not begin with U. Let's look at our next one. Umpire. Umpire. Does umpire begin with the U sound? Yes, it does. It does. It begins with a sound. So I'm going to write an uppercase U on it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and look at our bottom row. We're going to go back to the left side and look at umbrella. Umbrella. Does umbrella begin with the U sound? Yes, it does. It does begin with the U sound. It begins with a. So I'm going to write a U under my umbrella. Let's look at our next one here. B. B. Does B begin with the sound? No, it does not. It begins with a letter B. So we're going to put an X on it. And let's look at our one right next to it there. Uncle. Uncle. Does uncle begin with the U sound? Yeah, it does. Good job, guys. So we're going to cut that one out, put it on our top row, and I'm going to write a letter U on it for me. And our last one here. Cup. Cup. Does cup begin with the U sound? No, it doesn't. It begins with a letter C sound. So I'm going to write an X on it. So you guys can cut all those out, glue them in their correct spots, color it in, and take a picture. Tomorrow we're going to be having our letter U test. So make sure that you're practicing your letter U words, how you're writing letter U, and the letter U sounds so that you can give me a great test tomorrow. All right, guys, nice job, and I'll see you back here for math.